14 World War II Shooters. Part 1. In a series of shooters, stand-alone shooters on the Second World War. Almost all major studios and publishing houses have used this technique, and some of them have used it many times. This theme is long-running, and even now there are still new games coming out. There are also games that tell an alternative story in the entourage of World War II. You probably don't know all the World War II shooters, and you may discover interesting projects. In 2002, the game Medal of Honor Allied Assault was released. Mega popular game at the time of release. At that time, players were not yet fed up with the variety of shooting games in general and World War II in particular. Playing as Lieutenant Mike Powell. In many ways, the game copies the events of the movie Save Private Ryan. Also in 2002, the edition Medal of Honor Allied Assault Spearhead was released. The sequel is as good as the original. Here you will have to take Berlin, playing as a Soviet soldier with the PPSH on the edge. Back in 2002, Battlefield 1942 was released. The very first game from the Great Battlefield series of games. To date, 16 games from this series have already been released. This is a network shooter without a single-player campaign, but you can play alone with bots. There are 16 large and eye-pleasing levels. There is no dismemberment so that the game can be sold to small school children. In 2003 was released the second expansion pack for the mega hit, Medal of Honor Allied Assault Breakthrough. The main character John Baker fights the Germans in Tunisia, and later in Italy. Slightly less exciting than the first two parts, but also good. In 2004, the game Medal of Honor Pacific Assault was released. Continuation of the battles of World War II, but already in the Pacific theater. Compared to the previous part, the graphics have significantly improved, fully using the capabilities of the DirectX 9 engine. Partners with manly square jaws are immortal, so only you will need a doctor. In 2005, the game Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30 was released. One fine day, Ubisoft woke up and realized that everyone has shooters for World War II, and it does not. This shooter more accurately describes the events of June 1944, when the Second Front opened on the coast of France. Normandy in the game plays with juicy colors. Playing as Sergeant Matthew Baker. In 2005, the game Brothers in Arms Earned in Blood was released. It is a sequel to the original game. Everything is the same, only the locations and the soundtrack have changed. Unlike the first part, you will play as Sergeant Hartstock. Back in 2005, the game Battle Strike the Siege was released. Just a shooting range in the entourage of the Second World War, there is no plot in the game. Also in 2005, the game Call of Duty 2 was released. The game is divided into 3 campaigns, in which the main characters are an American tailor, an Englishman Davis and a Soviet private Vasily Ivanovich Kozlov. In 2006, the game Battle Strike The Road to Berlin was released. Another shooting range from City Interactive. Budget arcade game with 16 stages. In 2008, the game Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway was released. Playing as Staff Sergeant Matthew Baker. You can manage multiple groups of allies. Unfortunately, there is no destructibility, and no buildings can be damaged even from a grenade launcher. This is the last game in the series, and Ubisoft did not return to this topic again. Back in 2008, the game Call of Duty World at War was released. The game shows the story of 2 characters. These are Private Miller of the Marine Corps and Private Dmitry Petrenko of the Red Army. In 2009, the game Battle Strike Shadow of Stalingrad was released. A game from City Interactive. In total, the game has 8 chapters consisting of Dark Corridor levels. Also in 2009, the game Wolfenstein was released. We play as Agent Blazkowicz. The action takes place in the small town of Eisenstadt, where the Nazis have unearthed a powerful source of energy from a parallel dimension. The town is packed with characters. The rebels are launching attacks against the Nazis. Smugglers sell ammunition and upgrades for weapons. An unknown group of Soviet scientists is deciphering ancient writings.